Huge win tonight. I think coming to the end, we thought Lamar was a great football team. I think we answered some questions there, obviously, probably more so of anything, maybe to our fans, things that we didn't know. We were going to be explosive offense. We knew we were going to be able to move the football. Obviously, I think we truly introduced what Deshae Lander can do on a football field. We made plenty of mistakes, so still shot ourselves on the foot. I really thought we had opportunities there. I think we could have scored on every drive if we don't fumble the football, commit some untimely penalties, and then we dropped a couple touchdown passes. And with all that said, we got the W, which was huge. And I think our team we haven't really understand how good they really can be. But that hats off also defensively. Really shut them down in the second half. Offense we thought was really coming in was probably one of the better offenses in this conference, and I thought they did an outstanding job. Again, obviously we can play much better. I know we can. We can play a lot better, but I'm proud of the way our guys handled that, and especially coming down there, the way it finished is just. I think that's huge down there for our offense, our football team, and boy, Deshae. But to get the ball in your hands with an opportunity to win it in that last drive, that's kind of I think what you want. We talk about all the time. That's all we want in those games is just give us an opportunity to win that game at the end. And does a masterful job of making some huge plays on third down. The big catch to Brandon Acker, obviously getting him down there and some huge runs, and obviously punching this thing on a fourth down, getting in. I'm proud of our team, the way they fought, and I think we're obviously going to grow from this one huge too, and hope we gain some confidence as well. And hopefully we can get this thing clicking on the right all cylinders, because that's the thing. I think we've been kind of stalled a little bit because we had a lot of guys maybe shuffling in and out the last 2 weeks, and so it's real hard. We haven't really got everybody together to play all the time. But I think hopefully we answer the question as can we throw the football? Yes, I think we can throw it. I think we can throw it very well.
You mentioned how good it was for the team as a whole and for the fans to see what Deshae can do, but how big was it for Deshae to see what he can do?
Awesome. I'm sure because again he played in game one, and we kind of I go back and I've said this multiple times. I handcuffed him in that game because I wanted to make sure that we did exactly what was necessary to win the game, and didn't want to put him out there in harm's way, and then him missing those 2 ball games. So this is really, here we go. This is basically his introduction to the Southland Conference. Here he is. This is his first game that we didn't handcuff him and didn't say limit his ability. He's ready to go, and he's obviously going to grow from this, and he's going to be I think a force in this conference, and I think he's a great quarterback.
Coach, everybody's going to focus on that fourth down touchdown, but that last drive was just textbook.
It was a great job, and then obviously eating the clock up and not giving them much time at the beginning to finish this thing, and then there's a lot of people that got involved in that drive. I really want to say hats off to Chet Publish. I think he called amazing. Especially that last drive was about top notch as you get, the way he called it, but had the right calls basically the whole second half. And we like I said, we fumbled the ball, we dropped some big balls, things. We're going to eliminate that. Hey, that's the best thing to say is that we beat a really good football team, and we don't think we played really well.
What is it that a team has to have mentally to shake off some of those penalties, the drop balls and stuff, and still come out with victory?
Again, the biggest thing we tried to say on the sidelines was the same thing we said at half was, hey, stay confident, stay poised, keep coming, it's one drive at a time, just keep plugging away. Several times in the thing, I think our coaches, I think hats off to their assistants. They did a great job of picking players up that made some mistakes early, because you're going to need them later, and then we did. And we had some great guys come back in there and make some huge plays.
Does that speak to the resiliency of the team and kind of being there and doing
I think I think one thing you want to say about our guys right now is a lot of our guys they know how to win. The guys that have been here, they've been in those games before where we had to pull these things out at the end, and that's all you want. You want an opportunity to have the football and an opportunity to win it when the game's on the line, and all that's about is just executing.
We talk about that final drive, but the defense made it possible with the goal line stand and the drive before.
No doubt. That was huge. That was about as huge as it gets to make them kick that field goal, and great goal line stand. Some amazing plays there. Again, all across the board. Hats off. I really thought the defense played well. They can play a lot better. I know that. And we will. Again, we've kind of been the injury bug. Herbert Harris goes down early. Doesn't play in the second half, and again, a big marquee player for us, Mike Linebacker, has probably been our leading tackler, and Okay, next man up, and they stepped to the plate, and our guys, I thought they answered that bell and did a great job doing it.
After an early hiccup, you finally got your kicker going, it seems like, and I know that was big for you.
Yeah.
You wanted to get him going.
Yeah.
Be proud of that 40-yarder he nailed.
Yeah, nice job on that one. Again, it comes out and missed those first two. Wow. I probably should, you go back in hindsight, you wish, because the fake didn't work, so you say, oh, God, man, I should have took those points. But we had the fake, thought it was there. Again, and that's the way we're going to play. We're going to play this thing wide open, and we're going to play it wide open, and we're not going to be afraid to make mistakes.
It felt great. I mean, we run a balanced attack at practice, so we know what we can do. And we knew stepping off the field against Northwestern that we were a lot better than what we showed. So I was just happy that we got to go out there and show how good we can be, even with all the penalties. I think we moved the ball well and put up some points.
Mindset going into that final drive. Your mindset going into that final drive.
Just calm. I mean, we have a lot of I have a lot of confidence in myself and my teammates, and I think we played with a lot of confidence. So we was all calm. We knew that if we would execute, then we would come out on top, and that's what we did.
How much more complete did the offense feel tonight, and as far as balance goes?
I think that we were pretty complete. I mean, we threw the ball whenever we needed to, and we were successful with it. We ran the ball, and we were successful with it. So I think we kept them off balance. They didn't know what to look for, and I think it showed with how we moved the ball.
Deshae, when you threw that interception earlier, I saw you on the sideline, and you were so mad at yourself. You physically threw your helmet on. You were kneeling on one knee, and you just threw your helmet on the ground. And that seemed to be a turning point for you. Kind of turned the corner there. What was that moment like?
I mean, I was disappointed in myself because I knew that if I'd have put it a little further, it could have been a touchdown, and it was in a crucial point in the game. I mean, I felt like I did pretty well until then, and I don't like making mistakes. I try to play as perfect as a game as I can. So I was just upset about that, but I knew that we had to get out there again and put something together to win the game.
I know you run a balanced offense in practice, but to actually see that come to fruition in the game, especially sitting out the last 2 weeks, I mean, that had to be a good feeling.
Oh yeah, it was big. I think it was big for me and for the offense, just to show that no matter who they put out there on defense, if we execute and do what we need to do, then we can move the ball almost effortlessly. So I think it was real big for us.
Cody gets all the love because he punched it in the end zone, but nobody came up bigger than Brandon Acker on that last series.
Oh yeah, that was a big catch. Me and Acker always talk. We say before every game, well, we're gonna get one, and I think that was the perfect time to get one. And I put it up there for him to get, and he made a big time catch.
How bad do you feel for Dylan? I mean, it was like, there's two right now.
Right. I mean, he's a good player. He knows he's a good player. I mean, we all have our days where stuff's just not going for us, and I think that was probably him today. But I mean, we all know what he could do. We have no less confidence in him than we did at the beginning of the game. So we're gonna continue to throw it to him, and he's gonna make some big plays for us.
It's a great feeling. It's great not only because of the victory. It's great because when you play a team in the Southland, no matter who it is, you're always gonna get their best. And we love that because it makes us see how good we can be. But like you said, they are a great team, and to come out on top and prevail over their defense is a great feeling because they're coached very well. They have some great athletes. So it was just a battle through and through, and we're just thankful that they came with their best.
What's it take mentally for a team to overcome, some drop balls, some penalties, and play from behind for most of the game and still come out with victory?
It takes it's a lot, but it can really be cut down into short things when you do what your coach say, start off by buying into what they tell you to do, practicing hard every day, giving it your all every play, and just remembering that when it happens, it's in the past. So now you just look forward to the next play to make sure that you just don't make that mistake again.
You've always been one to speak positively about Deshae and his skills from Southland Media Day and on. How much was it good to see him have that type of performance tonight and finally put that together?
It was real great. It's just kind of like you're just waiting on something like a flower to bloom, and it's crazy to just watch it in front of you because you were watching him when he wasn't a starter. You were watching him over the summer, and then he had a downfall, and then he comes back after his injury and he does something like this. It just shows that everything we were saying was right. Like he perseveres. He's a perfectionist. He's a leader. He's a field general. He's someone who's always looking to make this offense better, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to play with him and the rest of my brothers on this team.
What kind of statement does this win send?
It sends a statement that we feel like through everything that we go through, if we just keep fighting, that we can overcome. But it also shows that no matter the circumstance, we're just going to keep fighting and try to play it out to the end.
What was the message at halftime after you guys started with momentum and then Lamar just took it all at the end of the half.
Go back out there, play like it's 0-0. Give them your best because they're going to bring their best, and just execute play by play. If something bad happens, just forget about it. Just go to the next play, have fun, and embrace the moment. For the seniors, you're not going to get this back. How did you want to be remembered was one of the statements that was said. So it's great to just see everybody, crunch down and just make it happen. So it's good to have that feeling early now. We know, knowing what we're capable of when sometimes the circumstances are not on our side.
In a final drive like that,
I was just like, this is my chance. I was just thankful that the coaches, had faith in me to punch it in, put it in the end zone. They believed I could, and my coach always says visualize success. So when I got the number, I just picture myself punching it in. I didn't know how. I just picture myself scoring and just celebrating with my teammates, and that's what happened.
What did that last drive, being able to rebound from drops and turnovers and things of that sort, what did that say about the team to stay in it and to be able to finish a drive like that to put the game away?
We're determined. We never give up. We fight hard. We practice that situation in practice. 1 minute offense, 2 minute offense, and I think we had a little bit more time than that. So it's just like practice. We just go out there and we execute and do what we have to do and make sure we have each other's back. And like I said, it's just like the first play of the drive. It's no different. We just treat it the same and go out there and just handle our business.
During fall camp, you spoke very highly of Deshae. How good was it for you to see him come full circle finally?
Oh, it was great. He's been doing good. Like Jeff said, we see him in practice every day make great throws, and it's just we're glad for him that everybody else in the stadium got a chance to see him make those great throws and see how confident he is and how he believes in his receivers, and it's a great thing.